In today's episode, we're going to cover a strategy for measuring hot throw that will give you confidence in your candle's performance, even if you're a little noseblind. Hello, my name is Kevin from Armitage Candle Company, the premier online resource for accelerating your candle making technique and business. And in today's episode, we're going to cover hot throw and exactly how you can be confident that it's good, or that it's at least exactly what you want in that candle. Now think about this, candles can be judged by two criteria. The first is safety. This is exactly obviously how safe the candle is when it burns, but more specifically, what criteria it may or may not breach while it's burning. For instance, you may not want it to mushroom, you may not want it to have black smoke. You may want to avoid having high wall temperatures or anything that's really something you wouldn't be comfortable putting in someone's home. These criteria are very concrete, they're very easy to measure, and they're very objective, right? They're either black or they're white, and there's no in between. But the second criteria we judge all candles by is its performance. Specifically, it's hot throw, and it's cold throw as well, but it's hot throw, as in how strong does it smell? Now you and I know that smell is so subjective. Some people are really sensitive to fragrance, and just a little bit of fragrance will set them off and they'll say, no, that's way too strong. Whereas other people are kind of like nose blind to fragrance. That could be you if you're a candle maker and you're smelling this stuff all the time, where it takes quite a bit for you to feel overwhelmed by a scent. And even within that spectrum, there's people who are more sensitive to particular types of fragrances. And so the point I'm trying to make is that fragrance is so subjective. So to say that a candle performs well and has a good hot throw is a little bit of an opinion. Some people may agree, some people may not. So what can you do? So I want to introduce to you a strategy you can use to measure your hot throw. And it's very simple and it won't take long for you to implement. And it's called the blow test, B-L-O. It stands for bathroom, living room, and others. And it allows you to collect data points that kind of aggregate these opinions and these thoughts about how strong a candle is. And so all you really need is sticky notes and friends. And the idea is that you take your candle that has passed a safety test, ideally, and you burn it in your bathroom. And you measure it every hour with a rating of 1 to 10. And you can base that on any criteria that you want. Now, a few burns in, you may say, okay, I think the candle's doing pretty well. And if that's the case, then you upgrade to the living room. Now, I don't mean literally your living room, but any room like a kitchen or something that's a little bit larger than a bathroom that may have different levels of circulation. And now in this larger room, every hour, not only will you measure your opinion of the candle from 1 to 10 on hot throw, you'll also move it every hour to a different location in that room. Now, why would you do that? Well, part of hot throw is air currents, and air currents are local to the candle, but they're also global to the room. And it's by moving it every hour, you will account for differential air currents within that same room. Now, you may know that the room is really well circulated, and you may not, but the idea is to try to gather as many data points about that candle, because maybe it doesn't smell good in one corner, but it fills the room from another, and that's all air currents. If you want to learn more about that, check out this video. So, when you're done with the living room and you say, okay, I think that this candle is doing pretty dang good, then it's on to the others. Find a bunch of friends, co-workers, family members, people who are not you, or maybe members of your own house count as well, and make them a candle, give it to them, and just have them tell you what they thought of it. Now, you can give them the rating 1 to 10, or you can just say, give me your gut, what'd you think? But the idea is to gather aggregate opinions of a bunch of different people so that you have a somewhat group estimate of how strong that candle is. And so that's the O. So the more O that you can put into the candle, the more opinions you can get about that candle, probably the more accurate it's going to be for your general customer base. And so that's the blow test. Bathroom, living room, others. And you really start at the B and you end at the O, and then you have BO. Anyways, that's all. It's really simple. Just keep track of it. Remember, hot throw is a bit of an opinion. Some people are more sensitive. But this strategy works really well for me. I think it'll work really well for you. Now, if you have a different way to judge hot throw, I'd love to hear about it. Leave me a comment below. Otherwise, I hope you have a great week. I hope you make beautiful candles, and I will see you in the next episode.